And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MCW Xperience Final Hour Post Show. Michael Lindenbaum here with the voice of MCW Pro Wrestling, Shawn Credle.
What a night, right?
What a night
indeed.
But before we hop into that, we want to tell you that we are brought to you by Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Jimmy's Famous Seafood, located at 6526 Halliburton Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Come to the home of the world's most famous crab cake. For more information, visit Jimmy's Famous Seafood at jimmysfamousseafood.com today.
Best crab cakes in the business, bar none.
To be brutally honest, I've actually never been to Jimmy's Famous Seafood, but that's because I'm in the DC area and I'm going to go over here, man.
Hey man, you can have it ordered for you. jimmysfamousseafood.com. Order your meals, we ship it right to you.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep using you as a pitch man for Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
Yeah, John, I want to check.
Yeah, but the check to pay for the meal. Oh, thanks.
No, yeah, right.
But tonight, like you're saying, an exciting night. It is final hour, and let's just hop right into the action right here, right now. We had a Facebook Live match. Chris Swan of FU versus Paul Jourdain of the Tag Team Champion Guns for Hires. In this matchup, what was something that you were expecting, especially the fact that you just returned to MCW Pro Wrestling?
Well, it was sort of like a captain's match. These two teams have a lot of history going back to what we saw at Shamrock 17.
Hey guys, make sure those chairs are all going the same way.
You know, watching it, it's unique to see them in a singles match. We rarely get that. But Chris Swan and Paul Jourdain, a lot of hatred between the two, just couldn't be settled in the ring. Therefore, we ended up with the no contest, the draw that we saw on Facebook Live earlier this evening.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, of course, you can go to facebook.com/MCW Pro Wrestling to see that match.
That match is on right now.
Right now. We're not even going to go to like a quick little clip because it's on Facebook Live. So go
Watch the whole
thing. Exactly. But then in our next matchup, we have Brandon Sky versus a new look, Joe Keys. But before we go to that, let's show a clip of this match real quick. So ladies and gentlemen, we just saw the new look Joe Keys and a small little sampling size. What was your thoughts on Joe Keys with this whole new look? It's Miami Vice in 2017.
It's amazing what happens when you move down to Florida and you come back to visit, right? Joe Keys putting himself in the Florida environment. And I guess he's bringing that back here to MCW. Total new look, total transformation. And obviously it works for him because he got the win.
Oh yeah, definitely a top rope neck breaker that he did off of in the middle of the ring. So very impressive maneuver. And I've always said this about Joe Keys, even when he was still in the tag team with Rob Locke. He's had his single matches as a tag team veteran, and I saw it. Could this be the it for him to push him to the next level?
This could be the beginning of Joe Keys. Listen, Joe Keys 2 times in the Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup. So you know that there's something there. Now he's just pulling it out completely. Total transformation for him, and it works, especially tonight on the Brandon Scott.
And then in our next matchup, well, actually we didn't have a next matchup. It was going to be Dante Caballero versus a student graduating from the MCW Training Center. But it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. And Dante's, what do you call him? His new friend?
I don't know. I couldn't hear very well back here.
Yeah, he came in and he just took control and just beat him up and left him laying, and Dante just sat there and watched it and then encouraged him.
But you want to know something? That individual, that staff member who did the attack, we're going to be talking about him in a little bit later. Yeah, later. Long night, people. Long night.
It's a very long night. It's okay.
But a little bit later on, because he came out again. But for a reason we'll have to explain when we get to that match. And then in our next match, the next match that actually did happen was a triple threat tag team matchup between the Punk Rock All-Stars, the Hellcats, and the Rock and Roll Express. And real quick before we talk about it, let's show you a quick clip of that match real quick.
3 seconds, standing to beat his leg. Hurry up.
That little clip there, if you want to see the full match of that triple threat tag team match, go to MCWRageTV.com to see not just that match, but the entire final hour event here tonight. MCW Rage TV, $4.99 a month, man. You can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that.
But looking at this match, what were some of your thoughts? I mean, you're up in the commentators. What was your match looking from above compared to us looking down here in the crowd?
You got a match involving two former MCW Tag Team Champions, and neither one of them won.
Yeah,
So
that
I think that's
roll up was like, what?
Yeah, a whole lot of outside interference. That's the problem that you have when you have 3 people at ringside instead of 2. Nick Jeremy took advantage of that, and that's what happened. Rock and Roll Express was possibly the upset of the year. I mean, beating one of those teams is something. They beat both of them at the same time.
But at the same time, after this match, you saw dissension between both the Hellcats and both the Punk Rock Ultimates. Not dissension between the two teams, but dissension within the two teams.
It's frustration. You know, you're at a situation where both teams are former tag team champions. They don't have the gold right now. So if you don't have the gold, where do you go? You keep trying, there's a roadblock. You try again, there's another roadblock. They ran into probably the most unexpected roadblock here tonight. Frustration starting to build.
Now, one question I have to ask you is that there's frustration with most two tag teams, former tag team champions. We've seen the Dixon line break up recently.
Yes.
We've seen the Atwater break up recently,
Yes.
which we'll actually be talking about next. What could happen to the tag team division here in MCW Pro Wrestling if both the Punk Rock Ultimates and the Hellcats break up?
It means that the Guns for Hire could have a very long tag team title reign. And they may have a very long one by themselves as we speak. But listen, the MCW tag team division has evolved over time. And before these teams, there were other teams that existed, and they unfortunately dissolved. So who knows? Maybe there are 2 men in that locker room that are saying, you know what? Hey, there's no more Atwater. Hey, there's no more Dixon. Hey, maybe there won't be any more Punk Rock or Hellcats. Why don't we team up? We could, not me and you. But
I was about to say, how fast are you in
I
that
think
ring?
David Slattery would be very upset if he found out that I was trying to get another partner.
Well, actually, I think David might be okay because him and I are friends.
Wow.
We might be able to make that. But talking about breaking up tag teams, we do have Eric Chappell with Kevin Acker versus Dirty Money. And with that, we're going to take another quick moment to take a look into this matchup. After taking a look at that inside look real quick in the match of Eric Chappell versus Dirty Money, what were your thoughts on this match? Because 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago at Shane Shamrock Memorial Cup, this tag team was unsuccessful against the Guns for Hire and imploded.
We just talked about what happens when teams get frustrated. And you saw it right there with Eric Chappell and Dirty Money. 3 times MCW Tag Team Champions held the titles for over 400 days. You would think they would be together forever, and that was not the case. And we saw tonight the explosion between those two. And trust me, this was only just the beginning. Even though Dirty Money scored the victory, Eric Chappell got in the last word. I'm pretty sure we have not heard it. This is not the end of Eric Chappell and Dirty Money.
Especially with Kevin Eck with a live microphone, you definitely know it won't be the last word.
He's completely, totally to blame for all of what's going on.
You mean the entire tag team division, or just what's going on?
No, what's going on between Eric Chapel and Dirty Money? You know, you got to look at Kevin Eck here. Here's a guy who was on top of the world. He had the tag team champions, and he had the #1 contenders protecting the tag team champions for a very long time. He lost the guns fight. Realizing that his team couldn't win back the tag titles, blew up the tag team. So now Kevin Eck, you're down with Eric Chapel. You have one guy left. I hope you made the right decision.
All right. And of course, in that matchup tonight, Dirty Money did pick up the victory, which I believe would be on mistake of Eric Chapel, because Eric Chapel did have a win, but lifted him up to break up the two. So I think that was definitely a big mistake by Eric Chapel, which led to the win by Dirty Money.
You got a question, did Eric Chapel do that on his own, or did Kevin Eck instruct him to do that to inflict more pain on Dirty Money? Who knows? Either way, wrong decision.
All right. And then, of course, in our next matchup, we have Robert Locke versus Greg Excellent. And I just have to ask this about Rob Locke. Rob Locke has been, in a way, in disarray about the breakup of Dixon with Joe Keys saying, we're over, it's done. And not only that, but Ken Dixon himself saying about Joe Keys, I've groomed you for this moment. What is going on in this individual's mind? Especially the fact that he couldn't compete in the Shane Championship Cup.
I don't think he knows what's going on in his mind. Does anybody know what's going on in the mind of Rob Locke? Who knows? But listen, obviously, again, we talked about frustration. That was like the theme of the night. And for Rob Locke, he was unable to score victory over Greg Excellent this evening. And listen, maybe he misses his partner the most out of anybody who's lost their partner, shall we say, over the last year. Maybe he misses his partner the most. We'll see what happens in the future for Rob.
But I will give Rob Locke credit in his match tonight. He did want a serious matchup with Greg Excellent. Obviously, we all know Greg. He's a man of mind games.
Yes.
And with that, here's a quick shot of some of that mind games that Greg Excellent was playing with Rob Locke.
Are you a fan of Maryland Championship Wrestling and want to watch past shows? Then never fear, as Rage TV is here for you. For only $4.99 a month, you can relive memories of the shows you have been to or watch past MCW shows you may have not been able to attend live. For more information and to sign up today for Rage TV, go to mcwragetv.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the MCW Xperience, the official podcast of MCW Pro Wrestling, brought to you by Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
Jimmy'sFamousSeafood.com, where you can order your food and have it delivered to your house. Go to Jimmy'sFamousSeafood.com for more information.
All right.
How's that for a plug?
That's a good plug. Better than me. So I'll take that.
Take a check.
You got to ask John. But with that, we got a contract signing that took place tonight. McBride Dixon 3 taking place at the Tribute to the Legends convention and live event on September 30th. And one of the interesting things is, as announced by General Manager Phil Stamper, an exposed turnbuckles match.
That's pretty much how this whole thing got started. When Ken Dixon exposed those turnbuckles and rammed the face of Ryan McBride into one of them. Now, it's come to this. There will be no turnbuckle covers anywhere in that ring. And for those of you who know about the ring, you know that it's just steel.
Yeah.
Just cold, hard steel underneath those pads. You put pads on to protect every single wrestler gets in there. In this match, there will be no protection. Somebody's going to get hurt, and get hurt real bad on September 30th.
And also, as a stipulation for signing the contract for the next 6 weeks, Ken Dixon and Ryan McBride are not allowed to touch each other at all.
As soon as the contracts were signed, they were not allowed to touch each other. Something that Ken Dixon probably should have paid a little bit more attention to.
Yep. And if you want to know what, you have to check out MCW Rage TV for what happened on that moment. And then in our next matchup, we had Black Wall Street, Chuck Lennox and Frolics versus the Winner's Circle, Jeremiah and Ryo, minus Andy Weinberg and Tara.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you
no
know,
Andy Weinberg.
You know, it's very interesting because I actually had Andy Weinberg's lawyer on the preview show talking about the incident with Bruiser and stuff like that. And
wait. You don't think he deserved it?
I reserve judgment as the guy who tries to keep things straight down the middle. I don't like getting yelled at by people. So, but an interesting fact is that Andy's lawyer, Jason Ott, said we're going to see what we can do to make sure that Bruiser doesn't even make it to Tribute to the Legends when he takes on Shawn Studd for the MCW Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship in a Stairway to Hell match.
Right.
So,
good luck with that. Bigger men have tried, bigger men have failed. I wouldn't mess with Bruiser.
Apparently it sounds like they're trying to do it for the court system. So
We'll see about that.
But going on with the match, this match actually started off as a brawl at the very top of the ramp. This was not going to be a regular tag team matchup.
No, this match is personal. You're talking about an individual in Jeremiah who single-handedly cost Frolics the MCW Championship when he attacked him with that chair. He took Frolics out of the business for months. That move right there gave Shawn Studd the MCW Championship. So with revenge on his mind, Frolics with Chuck Lennox said there was hell to pay for the Winner's Circle. That's what they try to do here tonight.
And actually, I will give the Winner's Circle credit on one thing. They actually did do a very good job once there was control in the ring, once the referee had control in the ring. The Winner's Circle actually did a very good job of keeping out Frolics out of the match.
Well, actually taking a step further, they went up the ramp and attacked Black Wall Street before they even got a chance to come down. A lot of people would be even afraid to even attempt that, and they did it. So hey, listen, kudos to them. But you have to know that there's some sort of underlying plan, especially when it comes to anybody.
Oh yeah, and you know that this is just the beginning of that. And ladies and gentlemen, before we had our main event, we had one more match, and that was Napalm with the Bomb Squad against Phoenix Fury. Now, I mentioned that we saw somebody earlier with Dante. You were telling me actually during our break, not the same person.
Not the same person.
Looks like the same person.
No. Contrary to popular belief, completely different people. Trust me.
Is it like twin brothers or something? Are they just working on two different?
No, listen. Napalm has now assembled his crew, the Bomb Squad, and with those guys, you know, it's nothing but evil intentions. Maybe he learned a lot more from Frolics than we realized. He saw how successful Frolics was with his crew. Now Napalm has a crew of his own. We're going to see what happens with them, the Bomb Squad, invading MCW.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have a very special interview with Lio Rush.
Are you a fan of Maryland Championship Wrestling and want to watch past shows? Then never fear, as Rage TV is here for you. For only $4.99 a month, you can relive memories of the shows you have been to or watch past MCW shows you may have not been able to attend live. For more information and to sign up today for Rage TV, go to mcwragetv.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the MCW Xperience, brought to you by Jimmy's Famous Seafood. As you can tell, the man to my left, your right, depending on how you're watching this, is the man of the hour, Lio Rush. Lio, thank you so much for coming on. It's been about 2 years I've been trying to interview you.
Yeah, it's so crazy because this is my home promotion, and I'm usually so busy with everything, but I'm so happy to finally be on here.
So, with that said, this is your home promotion. Let's go back a little bit more. What inspired you to become a wrestler in the first place?
What inspired me to become a wrestler was watching guys like Jeff Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, Benoit, mainly guys that were in that ruthless aggression era. I believe it was called ruthless aggression era. And I was about 5-6 years old around that time. It's crazy.
And I was like in high school.
Yeah.
So.
And like all of those guys just inspired me so much to become a professional wrestler. Guys like Kurt Angle inspired me to become an amateur wrestler, to go into professional wrestling. So all those guys.
Now, how did you hear about the MCW training center?
I heard about it through a former tag team partner of mine, Patrick Clark. He said that the school was opening back up, and it closed in a couple of years prior to that, and it was opening back up, and they were having like an open house, and wanted people to come in and see how the school was going to be ran and everything. So I did that, and I signed up for
Now, is it true? I've heard stories. Is it true that you and Patrick hitchhiked to come to your training and to get to events?
Yes, it is very true. We never knew how we were getting anywhere, but we always had to make it happen. We slept in cars. Man, there's some pretty crazy stories. We woke up in cars and there's police officers just sitting in our faces. Like it's crazy.
You know, and speaking of stories, what is one of your favorite stories? Not per se in MCW, because we know you've been in CZW, PWG, Pro Wrestling Gorilla, Ring of Honor. What are some of your favorite stories of being out on these tours? And I know there's probably a lot of them.
Okay, I wouldn't say they're like stories, but just personal like experiences that I've had going to these different places. I always like to going into a new place and people not really knowing what I'm about, people not really catching a certain vibe for me that they would like to catch. People kind of judge me based off of appearance and level of experience within the wrestling business. And once I eventually worked with those guys and I talked with those guys outside of the promotions, people kind of took a liking to me and respected me a lot more as a performer, as a businessman, and stuff like that. So I just enjoyed going to different places and kind of almost just prove people wrong, which I've been doing my entire life. So it's,
yeah, and a lot of people, like, because of your size, you're, like, I'm taller than you. I'm 5'11", just to throw a little perspective. But for your size, you can actually kind of wrestle a big man game a little bit, because I've seen you up against, like, Brian Cage, which was, like, one of the, definitely a mismatch, but you were able to take it to him in that one. How have you been able to adapt your style to other people's styles, like a Brian Cage, a Joey Janela, who we've had a long-standing feud with in CZW, and for guys like Ken Dixon here in MCW?
I think amateur wrestling helped with that a lot. You know, for amateur wrestling, you need speed to go up with those like high-fly guys. You need strength to pin a guy's shoulder to the mat. You need ruthless aggression, which comes in handy for those hardcore matches in CZW. So I feel like amateur wrestling has helped my game so much and kind of developed, you know, that ability that I have to adapt so well with different styles.
Now, for you, tonight you're actually taking on the Bruiser, your teacher. What are some of the most valuable lessons that you have learned from the Bruiser?
The most valuable lessons that I've learned from the Bruiser, the main one that I would say is, you know, no matter what's going on in your personal life or professionally that's going wrong, always keep your eyes open and think of the bigger picture and just keep your head on straight and just trust people and have faith in God and people that love and care about you. So that's what I got.
Now, real quick, even though you haven't had your match with Bruiser yet, so we're going to disqualify that one. Favorite match in MCW Pro Wrestling?
Oh, it's a tough one. My favorite match in MCW. I think I would say the 2016 Shamrock Cup was by far my favorite. Even though the 2015 one was pretty emotional, that was my first one. I think the second one was more emotional because people, you know, I was just coming back from Ring of Honor, and that was around the time period where I was able to continue to do a lot more MCW shows, and a lot of people didn't think that I would win it for a second time, and when I did, I think it was emotional.
You one-on-one with Tommaso Ciampa, and that was amazing. Especially the fact that Tommaso Ciampa just ran roughshod with Jason Kincaid in his match. Where my note, for those who don't know, because you'll see it later, or you've been noticing, I have this little legal tab of all these notes. And I just wrote Ciampa's guy. Because that's what he literally came in as the guy to beat in that match. And he beat him. Two matches that really stick out in my mind: Hollywood, Maryland, MCW Heavyweight Championship against King Ryan McBride. That was an amazing match that you had. And then the second one is actually in Frederick, Maryland, doing Dante Caballero.
Oh yeah.
Those were two matches, in my opinion, that really stood out, especially with MCW.
Yeah, definitely.
And then of course we've had all the other matches like Jeff Cobb, Brian Cage, others. So I enjoyed it greatly. But last question: what can the people expect from Lio Rush in the future? Because that's what we're looking at now. Looking at the future.
Always have been, always will be. And you know, the plan, the goal has never changed since day one, and that's to absolutely just be the best at everything that I put my mind to. Going out there, killing it. Even though this might be my last time in MCW, it won't be the last time. It'll be a rush in the world of professional wrestling.
Leo, don't you dare be a stranger, my friend, because you are an amazing young man, and as somebody who's been watching the last 2 years, I would love to see what you become. Love it, and you've earned everything.
Yes.
Thank you. So with that, we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the highlights of Lio Rush versus the Bruiser.
Are you a fan of Maryland Championship Wrestling and want to watch past shows? Then never fear, as Rage TV is here for you. For only $4.99 a month, you can relive memories of the shows you have been to or watch past MCW shows you may have not been able to attend live. For more information and to sign up today for Rage TV, go to mcwragetv.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the MCW Xperience, brought to you by Jimmy's Famous Seafood. And ladies and gentlemen, we just saw the interview with Lio Rush, and I'm now joined.
What about Greg Excellence? Greg Excellence, turn around.
Hey,
That guy over there.
Counting dollar
Greg
bills.
Excellence, counting dollars.
Counting monies.
Dollars.
Counting monies. That's
Go
what I
make it
do.
rain. Go make it rain.
I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not going to throw it. I'm not going to do it. I got bills. I got bills.
But ladies and gentlemen, I am with the man who Lio Rush picked as his final opponent here at MCW Pro Wrestling, Mr. Bruiser.
Look at my freaking chest. That little punk slapped the shit out of me.
Thanks, I'll get to edit that.
You can edit it out. Whatever he was going to edit some stuff out.
Yeah, but
He slapped a beep right out of my chest.
But what was it like knowing that for his last match here in MCW Pro Wrestling that he got to pick you, his teacher and mentor here in MCW Pro Wrestling?
Well, it was an honor, man. It was actually a humbling experience. Like, to cut a promo like Leo would. It was just wild, man. You know, it was pretty cool. This ass clown's picking trash up right next to me. I'm doing a freaking interview. Like, these guys, they're idiots. All of them. But Lio Rush used to be an idiot just like this guy right here. Look, Shawn with the trash bag. Lio Rush was an idiot just like that guy. Right? But he's not anymore, you know? He's graduated to NXT. He's moved forward. He's become a man. And he got to pick me for his last match. It was an extreme honor.
All right, and for you, you had the locker room kind of half of the locker room empty out in a tag both you and Lio Rush. What was it like for you guys doing the RKO gallery right there, and also doing the gauntlet match where you two defeated?
I mean, like Lio Rush versus Bruiser, student versus teacher. That's a great ending, right? That's a great ending in most books. But if you want to, think part two, why not have the student and the teacher team up? And why not have the student and the teacher run through all the guys that Leo trained with? You know, it's not just about me and Leo. It's about all. That's the old Nazi. That's the Al Nazi right there. Look, everybody, that's the Al Nazi. Al Nazi interrupting your broadcasting, podcast. Al Nazi interrupting podcasting. So what greater honor for all of our guys that Leo trained with, the Joe Keys, the Ken Dixons, the Dante Caballero, Jeremiah, Rayo, the Rock and Roll Express, the Rock and Bowl, is that what they are, Rock and Bowl? Rock and Roll Express, baby. Who am I missing? Anybody else? Who else is out there? I said them. Rob Locke, the other guy too. All those guys. Get all those guys involved. To send Leo off the right way. Send him to NXT. Getting to play with all his friends, you know? That's who we are here. We're friends, we're family. Leo got to play with all of them one last time. We stood side by side, we played with them. Alright?
And ladies and gentlemen, with that,
Greg Excellence and his cupcake. Huh? This podcast is probably going to get more hits than it's ever got before. We even got our general manager, Phil. Mwah. Beautiful head, beautiful set of hair on this guy, right? The king, Ryan McBride. Ryan McBride stepping on in here. Phil, get the hell out. Your spot's over. Ryan McBride stopping by to say what's up. What's up? Gotta watch out. Podcast. Ref Beck, get over here, Ref Beck. Let's bring Ref Beck into the podcast real quick. The experience. Ref Beck into the podcast. She got to ref the final match. This is another one of our girls. This is one of our students to take care of stuff right here. And don't forget about the man who got to ring the bell tonight, Bernie Deal.
oh my God,
I think it's like the hockey guy right here, ain't he? He's part of this podcast and stuff. The man, Bernie.
The real
His
part.
hand
The
just
real
went
part.
from his pants to his face. Disgusting.
We learned that back to Bonebreaker stuff.
And one more person we can't leave out. Shawn Credle. Credle, get over here. Credle. Get over here, Credle. I can't leave out my man, the guy that got the call. The last match. He probably already did one with him. I don't care.
He did.
Shawn Credle.
I got to call the first match.
And the first match. Hey, a little bit of history for you. A little history lesson for all you guys right here. Patrick Clark's last match on the independent circuit. Guess who was in? Yeah, no kid. That's crazy. Now Leo Rush's last match against me. That's pretty cool. Two of my kids going to greener pastures. Now I know it's time for now. It's not time to stop for us. It's time to keep it going, move to the next level. Get Ken Dixon, get Joe Keys, get Dante Cavanier, get one of these guys to take the next step, go to NXT. So MCW Pro Wrestling Training Center stays at the top of the game. We stay up top because we are the best. We are the best, and we will keep putting the talent out there that you guys are going to watch on Monday nights and on Tuesday nights, and then twice a month on Sundays. All right? Thank you. What's your podcast called again? The MCW Xperience with Michael Lindenbaum, however you say his name, Shawn Credle, and your 6-time MCW Heavyweight Champion, the Bruiser. Cut it. You don't even need to end it, kid.